I hit my biggest month ever in business, and it ruined the way that I looked at the entire operation. We collected $33,000 in the span of about 1 month. But when I come to think about it, what I had built, at least what I felt, wasn't a business. At least a business that I wanted to run. And the reason why it happened comes down to one thing that nobody talks about: your messaging. In this video, I'm going to be explaining to you 4 different things. I'm going to talk about the record month and what it actually felt like. 2, I'm going to talk about why your messaging is going to dictate your business. 3, why the offer itself was a trap. And number 4, the most important one, how to fix your positioning so that the right people show up. So I had this record month, right? We signed around 6 clients. I was selling a really good offer to the wrong people. Now these people could really benefit from my offer, but they're not necessarily the right people. And if they had the money for it and they can do the upfront investment, we worked with them. And that was one of the biggest mistakes I made. Now let me explain this concept a little bit more. My offer is a B2B offer. We help people scale their business with personal branding. That offer works really well for people who have a business, people who want to optimize their personal brand, people who want to bring in more leads. The problem was we were selling a really expensive offer to people who couldn't afford it. The people who were working with us were all working jobs. They loved the idea of having a coaching offer. They loved the idea of having a personal brand and an offer that could make them 10K a month. If you are not financially able to support yourself and you're coming from a place of needing money, it's just a horrible place to be in with a coaching offer. Something that I would do here is to stop judging your months or your quarters or your years by what the revenue is like. Judge it by how you feel about that revenue and how you feel about the people that you're working with. Because at the end of the day, you're working with people, and this is going to take a lot of energy out of you, making your content, coaching your clients. Look, I would spend hours on calls with people. That took a lot of energy out of me. And for them not to get a result really didn't sit right with me. We got lost in trying to build this business for the people that we really wanted, but we didn't look at the actual market of what we were capturing. Get feedback from people on calls. That's how you're going to shape the best offer for your audience. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much money you make. If you hate your business, you're gonna know that you're doing something wrong if you are celebrating your own wins and your clients aren't celebrating wins with you. And you're gonna know that you're doing well if you are celebrating your clients' wins, not your own wins. So that leads me to segment number 2, where I want to break down how people actually get into your pipeline based on your messaging. Your messaging is choosing your clients for you. Every video that you make, every post you make, every Instagram story you post has a tone, a promise, and a type of person that it speaks to, whether you meant it or not. Because you don't just attract the client that you want. You attract who your messaging sounds like, who it's for. And I was making videos where I was speaking to everyone and being relatable to everybody. So what I would do differently, and something that you should do, is to actually watch your videos back. When you post a video, ask yourself, like, who does this actually relate to? Who is it for? And be honest with that answer. And by the way, 90% of your messaging is visual. So think about where you're at, what you're wearing, the things that you say, the way that you dress, the way that you show up on camera. All of these things have an effect on the types of people that are going to get pulled into your offer. That leads me to segment number 3, because people wanted the outcome. That's what you have to sell in business. You have to sell the outcome. But that outcome was relatable to everyone. This offer was so serious. We had tons of support. We had 3 coaching calls every week. We had done-for-you services that we would build out for people. We would give them everything they needed, all the automations, all the AI agents, AI setters, video editing support even, content distribution strategies, tailored one-to-one sales coaching, tailored one-to-one content coaching, tailored one-to-one lead generation and marketing strategies, everything all together. And they still didn't succeed because they were over-leveraged. Your whole business runs on proof, runs on wins, testimonials, results. So clients not winning is a huge problem. In fact, that's a business problem, because you can give somebody all of the tools that it takes to succeed. But if they are set up to lose, if you give somebody all the tools, but you put them on the end of the map with a bunch of crocodiles and snakes and lava and alligators and dragons all around them, it doesn't matter what tools they have. It's gonna be freaking hard for them to get to the finish line. But if you put somebody in a position where they can easily walk to the finish line with a couple of tools, that's a winning offer. And not everyone can be in that position in the race. Because at the end of the day, if they're not the right person for it, they were never the right person to take those tools and succeed in the first place. All that support, all that fulfillment was only over leveraging them. It wasn't helping them, maybe even overwhelming them. So before you sell somebody on your offer, Seriously, genuinely ask yourself, can this person realistically use what I am handing them? And even if they say they can, and even if they commit to it, ask yourself again, listen to your gut, can they really do it? Because even though I told people the expectations and they agreed to it, they still didn't get the result. So the fix was never better coaching or better support or more coaching calls. It was changing what I sell and who I sell it to. I was that person who worked a 9-to-5 job, grinded my fucking ass off every night when I got home from work. Every day for years. I built something. I built my page. I built my personal brand. And I quit my job when I was ready to go all in on this. So if I could do it, you can do it. But not everyone can do it. I was quite literally very insane and delusional. And anyone with a normal mindset would have not done what I had done. Because the probability is so low. And it's never going to be 100%. But in order to build a good business, I want to build a business that is 100%. I first of all had to be honest with myself and address this. And ask myself, is this the type of business I want to run? A business with people not getting what they want, not getting to that next level. And you literally fix this with just different offer ladders, like a lower ticket offer for someone who is just starting out, a higher ticket offer for someone who wants more support, and maybe an even super high ticket offer for someone who wants that super one-to-one support, all the accountability, all the implementation, and they're ready to actually implement it. Because we had somebody like that and they're absolutely crushing it right now. So that leads me to segment number 4. Here's what I changed. I fixed the positioning and I flipped the odds. I put the risk onto my end, not on them. And this is where your content, your offer, your positioning, and your messaging all come together in an amazing concoction cocktail. The goal is to flip the success probability. So build something where the people who use it win, instead of something where somebody has to be a hero to win. So that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm pivoting from my coaching offer. I'm not canning it, I'm pivoting in terms of adding on different offer stacks to my offer to make it more valuable so that people can win easier and not just fit everyone into a box that I think that they need, and actually give them something that they do need and listen to what their needs are and actually care about their needs and give them a tailored solution based on what that need is. And I've found, at least for me, recently in the past couple of months after reflecting on this kind of stuff, it was more of a service-based model where someone can use a tool, get results, and win. And if they need coaching and implementation, 100% give them that. But split it into different tiers of support that you can give people, because not everyone is going to be fit for your main core offer. Because if you try to fit everybody into a box, you can become very successful, but at what cost? So 2 action steps I want you to make here. Rewrite your messaging to the person who can execute, not the person who is desperate for that outcome. 2, position your offer to the level of the buyer. So you never sell a heavy program to somebody who can't execute on it. And this is textbook stuff, but oftentimes in info, you get really caught up with wanting to make as much money as possible. So you just put everyone to the high ticket offer. And that is how you make the most amount of money as possible. But you gotta ask yourself, what kind of business are you running? Do you actually enjoy it? Are you actually getting those people results? The magic is getting a ton of the right people into the right offer and getting them the results easy. That is an amazing info product business. That is what gets me excited. And if you're somebody who's looking to scale your online business using and leveraging a personal brand, and you want to actually execute and get to that next level by focusing on the needle moving activities like making your content and letting a team handle everything else, hit that first link in the description down below and apply to work with us one-on-one. You'll learn everything about our entire offer, how we help people, and if it's the right fit for you. And if it is, amazing. We'll schedule into a call. If not, we'll cancel a call and let you be on your way and give you a free resource. And as always, if you made it all the way up until this point, let me know if this information was helpful or if it wasn't. But either way, thank you so much for watching and stay locked in, my friend.